broad range of subjects precludes in-depth discussion of any single one, so that the introduction is suggesting to the managers how to listen to his talk. And without further ado, I invite Ken to the stage.
The Washington Post recently reported that there is a computer algorithm that scans the scientific literature, patent literature, and other documents in English and Mandarin to determine which technology areas are emerging. What are the tech trends? Do you remember the good old days when you didn't need a computer to figure out something as simple as what's going on? For you as technical managers, all you had to do was go to a few conferences, read a few journals, and you had it. You might be surprised to find out that it's not necessary to use a computer to find out what the tech trends are. There is a method which we will use today to discuss technology that you can use right now to determine tech trends important to you. To get an idea of what this methodology is, imagine that instead of having to find out what tech trends are, you had to find out what fashion trends were. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't shop for clothes, I don't care what I wear. But looking at the fact that all of you are wearing clothes, somebody must have bought that clothes for you. So the method that you'll learn about was used either by you or somebody who had to go out and look at fashion trends for clothes. Now for me, I would go to a high-end department store, maybe a Nordstrom's or a Neiman Marcus. And if you're a man, you would go to the men's section. And you would look for the designer clothes. Why designers? Because designers have to be at the cutting edge, at the frontier of fashion, because their livelihood depends on it. Plus, they want to make an impact and lead the way. I would go to the designer section, and the person who was shopping for you would probably do the same if the mission was fashion trends. I would look for maybe pants, shirts, or ties, whatever was the key item I was searching to find out about. Once I found the designer shirt section, I would see what caught my eye, what visuals, what looked right, what just got my attention and matched my need for a shirt. And if I found something like that, probably something you would do too, you might go to the salesman to ask about that item. And if you were lucky enough to be in the department store when the designer's rep was there, you could talk to the designer's rep about the construction of the shirt, the nature of it. Have you ever done anything like that? When you shop, do you look for something specific from a designer? Let me see how you dress. Oh yeah, you're right. Anyone ever do something like that? No? Yes? Yeah. You've done that, right? You go to the Slack section, you look for a certain designer's name, you check out a few things by look, and then you ask about it, right? That is, believe it or not, the same methodology you could use to find out what the tech trends are that are important to you in your business. Instead of a department store, you would go to a high-end research-active university like USC. Instead of going to the designer sections in the menswear, you would go to the researchers who are at the cutting edge of the research areas. Ones who are leading the tech trends by their research. Instead of looking for pants and shirts and ties, you would look for certain keywords that match your interests. In the case of your company, it's sensors, it's nanomaterials, it's energy production. And instead of talking to the salesman, you would talk to the scientists who are actually doing the work. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? Are you ready to do it?
Sure.
Okay. So that is a method for keeping up with tech trends. It's the method that will be used today as you see slides from researchers at UIC, from researchers who were suggested by their department heads to be leaders in the technological field. Now I said department heads, so maybe UIC is a department store after all. We have departments. Let's take a look at the first slide.